Luxury. Prestige. Perfection. When it comes to opulence on wheels, the world has long looked toward Europe. Rolls-Royce, Bentley, and Mercedes-Maybach have set the bar for decades. But that era is changing fast. Because China has quietly and now boldly entered the ultra-luxury scene with two sedans that don't just challenge the greats, they redefine what modern luxury truly means. These aren't your typical luxury cars. These are moving masterpieces, crafted not just with wealth in mind, but with vision to make Chinese craftsmanship stand shoulder to shoulder with the world's best. These are the Hongqi L5 and the BYD Yangwang U7, China's most luxurious sedans ever made. Let's start with a name that commands respect: Hongqi, which literally means red flag. It's not just a brand, it's a symbol of national pride, with a history that stretches back to the 1950s. For decades, Hongqi built vehicles exclusively for China's top leaders, and the L5 continues that legacy but with a modern, extravagant twist. The Hongqi L5 is not just a car, it's a statement. From the moment you see it, the massive front grille gleams with chrome authority, standing tall like a ceremonial guard. Its body, sculpted in a blend of retro elegance and futuristic flair, stretches more than 5.5 meters long. The design nods to the historic Hongqi CA770 used by Chairman Mao, but it's been reborn with modern luxury so breathtaking, it could easily sit beside a Rolls-Royce Phantom or a Bentley Flying Spur and not blink an eye. Open the door, and you don't just step into an interior, you enter a sanctuary. The cabin feels more like a royal chamber than a car. The air smells of fresh leather and polished wood, with handcrafted details lining every corner. The wood veneers are mirror-finished, the stitching on the seats is so precise it feels hand-embroidered, and the switches and knobs carry the satisfying weight of real metal. Every inch of the L5 is drenched in detail, from jade inlays on the dashboard to gold-trimmed gauges. And yes, you heard that right, genuine jade and gold. The seats can be adjusted in every imaginable direction, offering massage functions that could rival a luxury spa. Rear passengers enjoy their own reclining thrones, complete with touchscreen controls, ambient lighting, and even a built-in fragrance system that fills the air with your preferred scent. But beyond the materials, it's the feeling that sets it apart. The Hongqi L5 doesn't rush. It glides. Powered by a massive V12 engine, it moves with quiet confidence, as if time itself slows down when it drives by. Every press of the accelerator feels ceremonial, not aggressive, but commanding. And then, there's the BYD Yangwang U7, the future-facing counterpart to Hongqi's traditional luxury. BYD has become one of the world's leading electric automakers, but with Yangwang, their ultra-premium division, they're doing something extraordinary. They are fusing electric power with unmatched luxury and technological sophistication. The U7 is a revelation. On the outside, it looks like a spaceship sculpted for the road, sleek, aerodynamic, and bold. The design flows like liquid metal, with active aerodynamics, flush door handles, and lighting signatures that look alive. But the real show begins inside. Step inside, and the cabin greets you with a futuristic car, minimalist yet indulgent. Soft ambient lighting wraps around you like a cocoon. Every surface feels expensive, from the suede-lined roof to the floating center console that looks like it's hovering in midair. The U7 combines cutting-edge digital tech with handcrafted artistry, massive LED screens, AI-powered assistants, and a surround sound system tuned to perfection by Dirac Audio. There's no start button. The car recognizes you as you approach. The doors open automatically, the seats slide into position, and the dashboard awakens like a living thing. This is more than luxury, this is intelligence meeting elegance. In the rear, passengers experience something beyond first class. The seats recline almost fully flat, complete with leg rests, seat cooling, heating, and even dynamic lumbar support that adjusts based on your posture. There are individual entertainment screens, a mini refrigerator, and a scent diffusion system that adapts to your mood. But what really separates the Yangwang U7 from any other luxury sedan, Chinese or Western, is its technology. BYD's E4 all-wheel drive system provides incredible handling precision, with quad electric motors that deliver over 1,000 horsepower combined. This sedan doesn't just move smoothly, it accelerates like a supercar. 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. Quietly. Effortlessly. And yet, the experience remains serene. The cabin is soundproof to perfection, with double-layer acoustic glass and noise-cancelling technology that makes the outside world disappear. The suspension system scans the road ahead in real time, adjusting each wheel individually for the smoothest possible ride. It's like floating through the city on a cloud of silence. In many ways, these two sedans represent two sides of China's luxury identity. The Hongqi L5 is heritage, a tribute to the nation's history, designed for the elite who value prestige, ceremony, and old-world grandeur. The Yangwang U7, on the other hand, is innovation, a leap into the future, built for those who see luxury as intelligence, power, and progress. One pays homage to tradition, the other pushes boundaries beyond imagination. Together they show that Chinese luxury is no longer imitating anyone, it's creating its own definition. The rise of brands like Hongqi and BYD signals a new chapter in the automotive world. Not long ago, luxury meant made in Germany or made in Britain. Now made in China is entering that same conversation, and not as a competitor but as a leader. And here's what makes this moment truly fascinating: China isn't just building luxury for the sake of status. It's redefining it with a sense of national identity and futuristic ambition. These cars blend culture, innovation, and artistry into something that feels truly original. The Hongqi L5 tells a story of prestige wrapped in silk and steel, the kind of car that moves heads of state with quiet authority. The BYD Yangwang U7 tells a story of what's next, a seamless fusion of design and technology that could easily be mistaken for a concept car from the future. But both share one goal: to show the world that Chinese craftsmanship can match and in many ways surpass the best of Europe. From handcrafted interiors that rival private jets to technologies that make driving feel like a digital symphony, these sedans are proof that China's luxury dream isn't coming someday. It's already here. So the next time someone mentions luxury car, don't just think of the usual suspects from Germany or England. Think of Hongqi. Think of BYD. Think of China, where the definition of luxury is being rewritten right before our eyes. Because these are not just cars. They're moving works of art. They're the embodiment of ambition, design, and innovation, all wrapped into two of the most luxurious sedans ever made. And as the world continues to watch, one thing is becoming clear: the new standard of luxury isn't coming from the West anymore. It's rising from the East, bold, beautiful, and unmistakably Chinese. And as this new wave of Chinese luxury continues to rise, it's not stopping with just the Hongqi L5 and the BYD Yangwang U7. These two are just the beginning, the flag bearers of a larger movement that's quietly but confidently reshaping how the world perceives automotive craftsmanship. Behind every detail, every curve, and every shimmer of these sedans, there's a clear message China no longer wants to follow. It wants to lead. And it's doing so not with imitation, but with innovation, emotion, and precision that challenges old expectations. Let's take a deeper look at what makes these interiors so extraordinary, because they're not just luxurious, they're personal experiences built around the human spirit. In the Hongqi L5, for instance, you can feel the connection between culture and comfort. The designers didn't simply select premium materials, they infused each element with meaning. The jade used in the interior isn't there for decoration, it symbolizes purity and harmony, key elements of Chinese philosophy. The hand-polished wood represents endurance and tradition, while the soft ambient lighting is carefully tuned to create a sense of calm, reminiscent of ancient palaces lit by lanterns. Even the sound of the door closing has been tuned, yes, literally tuned, to give a deep, reassuring thump that conveys solidity and respect. In Chinese culture, sound carries symbolism, and in the L5, every noise, from the chime of the infotainment system to the gentle click of a button, feels ceremonial. It's luxury that speaks a language of its own. Now imagine you're sitting in the rear seat, surrounded by this level of craftsmanship. The car is silent. The city outside disappears. All you hear is the subtle hum of the V12 engine far in the distance. The seat massages your back while you sip tea from the built-in heated cup holder. The curtains close automatically, the lighting dims to a warm golden tone, and for a moment, it feels like time has stopped. That's what the Hongqi L5 delivers: not speed, but serenity. Not excess, but experience. Then, on the opposite side of this luxurious spectrum, the Yangwang U7 offers something radically different, a vision of digital tranquility. Where the L5 evokes palaces and tradition, the U7 feels like stepping into the future of space travel. The screens inside are not just displays, they are dynamic interfaces that respond to your gestures and voice. The steering wheel gently adjusts itself based on your preferred driving position. The AI assistant doesn't just follow commands, it learns your habits. It remembers your favorite temperature, lighting tone, even the kind of music you like to start your day with. Every ride feels tailored to you, as if the car truly knows you. And while luxury has often been defined by materials, the U7 redefines it through intelligence. It's luxury through technology, invisible, seamless, and responsive. The car can park itself, navigate complex roads autonomously, and even predict potential hazards before you see them. The suspension anticipates bumps using LiDAR sensors, lifting or lowering the car for ultimate comfort. It feels almost alive, like the car breathes and adapts with every movement. Even the air filtration system is a masterpiece of science. It monitors air quality in real time and purifies it using hospital-grade filters, ensuring the cabin stays as pure as a mountain breeze. The seats not only recline but synchronize with a relaxation program that adjusts lighting, scent, and sound to match your mood from focus mode to sleep mode. This is luxury not just for the body, but for the mind. And when you think about it, that's what separates these two sedans from anything else on the planet. They go beyond luxury as status, they represent luxury as experience. A sensory, cultural, and emotional journey that transcends the idea of transportation. Because while the West has long dominated luxury through heritage, China is introducing something new: the fusion of philosophy, technology, and art. The Hongqi L5 feels like an emperor's carriage reborn. The BYD Yangwang U7 feels like the future of mobility wrapped in silk. Together, they prove that China's design language isn't just evolving, it's maturing into something powerful and distinct. And if you look closer at the industry, you'll see that this is only the beginning. Other Chinese brands are following suit, pushing the boundaries of what a sedan can be. Zeekr, NIO, and Hi-Fi are all developing interiors that blend technology and artistry in ways the world has never seen before. But Hongqi and BYD stand at the very top, the summit of luxury, where exclusivity meets innovation. In global markets, these cars are beginning to attract attention not just for their performance or design, but for their message. They symbolize the rise of Chinese excellence, a quiet confidence that says, luxury doesn't have to come from London or Stuttgart anymore. It can come from Changchun, from Shenzhen, from the heart of China's new industrial renaissance. And that's what makes this story so much bigger than cars. Because the Hongqi L5 and the BYD Yangwang U7 are not just vehicles, they are reflections of a nation's ambition, artistry, and identity. Every time one rolls out of a factory, it carries more than steel and leather. It carries pride. It carries history. It carries the future. And as you imagine sitting behind the wheel, whether it's the timeless grandeur of the L5 or the futuristic serenity of the U7, you realize that this is the new face of global luxury. Silent. Smooth. Intelligent. Beautiful. These cars whisper rather than shout. But their message echoes loudly: China has arrived. In every stitch, in every line of code, in every inch of handcrafted beauty, the future of luxury sedans is no longer defined by imitation. It's defined by innovation. And as the roads of tomorrow fill with electric hums and self-driving whispers, two names will forever stand as the pioneers of a new era of Chinese prestige: Hongqi and BYD. The world is watching. The world is listening. And soon, the world will be driving them. Because the meaning of luxury has changed forever, and it now speaks with a Chinese accent. The influence of these two masterpieces, the Hongqi L5 and the BYD Yangwang U7, is already rippling far beyond China's borders. For decades, the luxury automotive world has been dominated by a small circle of names: Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Mercedes-Maybach, and a handful of others. But now, those brands are watching closely, realizing that China isn't just another competitor, it's a new benchmark. In design studios across Europe, discussions have shifted. The conversation isn't just about aerodynamics or engine performance anymore, it's about experience. It's about how to make a car feel as personal, as emotionally tuned, as a Hongqi or a BYD. The Western giants who once defined luxury through heritage are now studying how Chinese automakers define it through harmony, intelligence, and sensory balance. For instance, BMW's design team has reportedly been studying how Chinese interiors blend digital minimalism with cultural warmth, something German luxury cars often lack. Meanwhile, Mercedes designers are taking note of how ambient lighting and smart connectivity are used in Chinese EVs to evoke emotion rather than just style. It's a fascinating reversal. For decades, China looked west for inspiration. Now, the West is quietly taking notes from the East. But this shift isn't happening by accident. It's rooted in China's changing vision to evolve from the world's factory to the world's creator. For years, China built cars for others. Now, it builds cars that others aspire to emulate. And part of what makes this rise so unstoppable is the way Chinese luxury combines technology and tradition. You can feel it in the Hongqi L5's timeless silhouette, inspired by classical Chinese architecture's strong lines, symmetrical balance, and quiet grace. You can sense it in the BYD Yangwang U7's cutting-edge AI and zero-emission performance, which align with China's pursuit of a sustainable future. Both cars, though vastly different, reflect a single underlying philosophy: that true luxury doesn't just serve you, it connects with you. In the Hongqi L5, luxury is cultural, rooted in identity and artistry. In the Yangwang U7, luxury is intelligent, driven by innovation and vision. Together, they capture both the soul of the past and the promise of the future. But the ripple effect goes even further. Western manufacturers are beginning to face a new kind of pressure, not just to innovate, but to redefine relevance. Because in a world where Chinese EVs offer handcrafted interiors, AI-driven comfort, and design inspired by centuries of culture, traditional luxury feels outdated. And that realization is shaking up boardrooms in Stuttgart, Crewe, and Goodwood. Imagine this: a Rolls-Royce Phantom driver sitting in a Hongqi L5 and realizing that the craftsmanship, the attention to detail, even the sense of presence, it's on the same level. Or a Tesla owner stepping inside a Yangwang U7 and realizing the digital experience feels even more intuitive, even more human. That's when it hits you: the world has changed. The Chinese approach to luxury is not about copying. It's about reinterpreting what luxury means for a new era, an era where wealth is global, where design is emotional, and where technology isn't cold, but deeply personal. And that's why global audiences are starting to pay attention. Videos of Hongqi's L series cars are going viral online. Car enthusiasts across Europe, the Middle East, and the US are talking about how refined and elegant the interiors are, how unexpectedly beautiful these sedans feel. BYD, on the other hand, is now exporting its premium electric models to markets once considered untouchable for Chinese automakers: Germany, the UK, and even Japan. The message is clear: luxury has gone global, and China is steering the wheel. Yet, what makes this transformation truly fascinating is that it's not just about cars. It's about confidence. For years, Made in China was associated with mass production. But now, it's transforming into a mark of innovation and excellence. These new luxury sedans are living proof, a declaration that Chinese design, engineering, and craftsmanship can equal or even surpass the world's finest. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. As the global auto industry shifts toward electrification and digitalization, China holds the advantage: advanced battery tech, state-supported innovation, and a consumer base that embraces futuristic design. While traditional luxury brands struggle to adapt, Chinese automakers are already there, merging eco-conscious engineering with premium indulgence. Take the Yangwang U7 again: its massive battery pack allows for extended range without compromise. It's not just an EV, it's an intelligent energy ecosystem. Solar-assisted charging, bidirectional power flow, even in-car energy management that lets you power a home appliance or another vehicle. It's luxury that goes beyond comfort, it's functional innovation. Meanwhile, Hongqi continues to build not just sedans, but symbols of statecraft and national prestige. The L5 isn't about speed or gadgets, it's about dignity, grace, and timeless design. Every car is hand-built, often customized to the owner's specifications, with an exclusivity that rivals the likes of Bentley's Mulliner division or Rolls-Royce's bespoke program. When you see one gliding through the streets of Beijing or Shanghai, surrounded by silence and awe, you realize you're witnessing more than transportation, you're witnessing power, presented in the most refined way imaginable. And soon, the world will see even more. Hongqi is reportedly developing electric versions of its flagship sedans, blending heritage with modernity. BYD is expanding Yangwang's lineup, planning luxury SUVs and coupes that carry the same DNA: elegance, intelligence, and performance fused into one experience. The horizon for Chinese luxury is vast, and it's only getting brighter. Because as these brands evolve, they're also redefining what the word luxury itself should mean. No longer just leather and horsepower, but peace of mind, cultural depth, sustainability, and technological harmony. A true luxury car doesn't just move you, it moves your emotions. It makes you feel something the moment you step inside. Whether it's the calm authority of the Hongqi L5 or the futuristic serenity of the BYD Yangwang U7, both represent a kind of automotive poetry that the world is only beginning to understand. And if there's one undeniable truth in all of this, it's that China isn't coming for the luxury market, it's redefining it. Each new model, each design innovation, each hand-stitched leather seat tells a story, the story of a nation no longer content with being part of the narrative, but determined to write it. So, as the next decade unfolds, we might see something extraordinary: Rolls-Royce and Bentley learning from Hongqi, Mercedes-Maybach studying BYD. The teacher and student roles quietly reversing. The East teaching the West what modern luxury truly feels like. And when that day fully arrives, the Hongqi L5 and BYD Yangwang U7 will be remembered not just as cars, but as milestones, the moment China proved that true luxury doesn't have a single origin. It can rise from anywhere that dares to dream big enough. Because luxury isn't about where it's made. It's about how it makes you feel. And these Chinese sedans, with their breathtaking interiors, masterful design, and technological grace, make you feel something unforgettable. A sense that the future of automotive excellence has already arrived. It's silent. It's powerful. It's beautiful. And it's proudly, unmistakably Chinese. In the end, the Hongqi L5 and BYD Yangwang U7 are far more than luxury sedans, they are symbols of transformation. They represent how far China has come, not just in technology or industry, but in imagination and artistry. These cars are proof that true luxury is not only about power or prestige, it's about emotion, identity, and innovation working in perfect harmony. The Hongqi L5 captures the soul of traditional elegance, a rolling monument to history and heritage. The BYD Yangwang U7 embodies the future, a vision of what happens when intelligence, sustainability, and craftsmanship unite. One is the past reborn, the other the future revealed. Together, they define the present, a moment in time where Chinese excellence has finally stepped onto the world stage, not as an imitator, but as an innovator. Every curve, every texture, every whisper of the engine tells the same story. China no longer follows the luxury world, it leads it. And as these two sedans glide through the streets, one in stately silence, the other in electric serenity, they carry with them the undeniable truth that the meaning of luxury has changed forever. Luxury is no longer just found in Europe's grand estates or America's glittering showrooms. It's being redefined in the heart of China through passion, precision, and purpose. Because the future of automotive luxury isn't coming someday. It's already here. And it's proudly made in China.